Hi everyone, welcome to StunnerShare. What is the topic which I am going to discuss? So I thought of clarifying the doubt which was asked in by one person in mail. So this mail was sent in April 20th if I am not wrong, but just now I have seen that. I'm sorry for taking this long time to check this. So the person has said that they have attached the screenshot for Nifty 50 April 16th and 19 15-minute chart. Okay. April 16th, clearly it's a lower value relationship, but next day candles opened above central pivot range. After some hours it came down. How can we trade this condition? So let me go to that particular day. So April 16th. Okay, April 16th, this is 15th, sorry, 12th, 15th, and this is 16th. So this 16th chart says that it's a lower value relationship, but the candle did not go up. Maybe you are saying this particular thing or not. I'm not exactly sure. See, but next day candles opened above the central pivot range. After some hours it came down. So I think there is a confusion around the query which has been asked. This is a lower value CPR. This is also a lower value CPR. The candles never went above the CPR on 16th of April 2024. Okay. So I am considering this as the particular case. So the candles has gone up and then it faced some resistance and came down. So the question is how to trade this scenario is the question. So go to the Secret of Pivot Boss book, concepts, videos, whatever I have uploaded, and understand. Once again, listen to those videos and understand. Maybe specifically you can go to lower value relationship and see what has been updated in those videos or in the book. First of all, this is higher. This compared to previous CPR and this CPR, lower value CPR is there. Correct. So if the lower value CPR means the bias is bearish. What is mean by that? As the CPR range says it is a lower value CPR, the trend or the momentum or the particular day's movement can be expected as bearish. Okay, but two conditions are there. For the momentum to stay in bearish mode, the price should open below the CPR and close below the CPR. Point number one. Assume if the price is opening above the CPR and closing above the CPR in this particular case, then that means the bearish bias is rejected. So two concepts. You know this is the lower value CPR, and the lower value CPR means lower value relationship means bearish momentum. But two points are there. The price has to open and close below the CPR, that is called as acceptance of the bearish bias. If the price is opening above the CPR and closing above the CPR, that means what? The bearishness bias is rejected. So how to trade this scenario? So firstly, I wanted to know, are you using only CPR, or along with CPR are you using floor pivots? Floor pivots means along with CPR there is some pivot, support and resistance levels. Are you using this or not? Or are you using Camarilla pivot? So you need to tell me which of the things you are using. So based on that I will be able to say. But this video will be purely on CPR. Okay, I'll tell you what to be done. Now as the price came towards opened above the CPR and closed above the CPR and price came towards the CPR, here it formed a wick reversal setup. If you are going to take a trade, then you can, it's up to you. It is having a 32 rupees 32 point stop loss, and you can expect 1:1 or 1:2 based on your risk reward setup, based on your strategy whichever you are following. So any pullback towards the CPR can be considered as a buying opportunity. In the other hand, if the price has opened below the CPR and closed below the CPR, then any pullback towards the CPR can be considered as a selling opportunity. Clear? So now as the price has opened above the CPR and closed above the CPR, any pullback towards the CPR can be considered as a selling opportunity. So if you wanted to take a trade at this point, you can go ahead and take a trade and you would have got some point. Now again one more point is that it faced some resistance here and then came down. How should I trade in this scenario? Why it faced resistance here? That question might come. So 1 minute. if as I'm going to concentrate only on CPR, I have already told about this concept. Maybe we can still use the concept here also. There is a concept called as virgin CPR. What is virgin CPR? If the particular day's CPR is not touched, okay, that means this is CPR, correct? Did any of the candles touch the CPR? No. If there is no touch of the candles at the CPR, then that CPR is called as virgin CPR. So as you have just mentioned CPR pivot range. You have not mentioned about CPR along with floor pivots or CPR along with Camarilla pivots. What is that you are using? You have not told me. Okay, I am concentrating only on CPR. The concept here is this is called as virgin CPR. Is this called as virgin CPR? No, because this candle touched the CPR, so that is called as normal CPR, or no name for this CPR. This is called as virgin CPR. Is this called as virgin CPR? Yes, this is also called as virgin CPR. Is this called as virgin CPR? No, because this one candle touched the CPR, so this is not a virgin CPR. Is this a virgin CPR? No. Is this a virgin CPR? No. Is this a virgin CPR? Yes, this is a virgin CPR. Okay, so the possibility of facing resistance or support at virgin CPR is always there. I am marking a line over here. This is the virgin CPR formed over here. If you see, it has faced resistance 1, it has faced resistance 2, and then it has taken support. That means the resistance has converted to support. Okay, and one more thing you need to see is that another virgin CPR formed over here. So you can ignore the previous virgin CPR because it is on the same line. Now this will be considered as a virgin CPR. Clear? And if you also go further, we will be able to see there is some sort of support taking activity over here, and it tried to take support also, but then started falling down. So virgin CPR can be acted as a support as well as resistance. Now in this case it was not able to pass through, so this is called as resistance virgin CPR or the bearish virgin CPR, and the price started coming down. Now the question what you have asked is like, how can we trade in these conditions? Until and unless you have become an expert in this virgin CPR concept, the candlestick price action, the risk reward setup, the stop loss management, it is not that easy to take any of the trades in this particular criteria. Okay, so you need to be well versed on this. And as you see, this particular candle engulfed the CPR. There is a separate engulfing strategy which I have uploaded for backtesting video members. You can watch that so that you will be able to understand. One more point you need to understand, this single candle actually has 220 points as range. So with this 220 points, it is not good to take a trade. But after giving a close below the CPR, it started moving towards the CPR, faced some resistances. This is called as doji reversal setup. What is doji reversal setup? Go and check the Secret of Pivot Boss book, I have uploaded there. This is called as wick reversal setup. After forming 2 reversal setups, it again cracked down. So I will tell you, whenever I am doing intraday analysis or whenever I am doing analysis, I am focusing more on wick reversal setup, and that too forming at the CPR zone. Okay, so that is what I am trying to say over here. Try to make use of the opportunity when it is nearing CPR zone. I will be happy if you are avoiding this entry because it has not touched the CPR zone. I will be more happy if someone has taken an entry at this zone because it has faced some resistance at the CPR zone. CPR here is a one single line, looks like a one single line. It is not looking like these 3 layers. All the 3 layers are coming in one single line. It is not able to pass through that CPR and face the resistance. That means it can come down. Very simple. And the risk reward here is 171 minus 129, it is around 41 points. So around 215, are you okay to take 41 points risk? That is up to you. I would not take it because 41 points it might cover, it might not cover. Already 220 points fall is seen in this particular range, so I will be very cautious. Clear? So this is the analysis on this point. Okay, now let me come to the second point. And April 18th and 19th, is this unchanged value? how, or can we consider this as lower value relationship, but price goes up. That is the last point mentioned over here. Okay, let me remove the drawings maybe. Okay, so here it is mentioned as but price goes up. Okay, let me explain this. Again, there is a confusion here. I am not sure whether you are saying 18th and 19th, these two, or these two. I don't know. And one more thing is that I think you have not gone through the Secret of Pivot Boss book videos fully. So that I can understand from your question. Okay, but let me answer your question. Now comparing 18th and 19th. 18th CPR is here and 19th CPR is here. CPR range means this is here. So this is entire CPR range. So simply I can say that if you see, I am expanding it. Okay, this BC of the CPR is around 22,146. This TC of the CPR is 22,144. 2 points difference is there, and this is called as lower value relationship. This is not called as unchanged value. Unchanged value means it is very rare phenomenon to happen. I'll tell you what is unchanged value. This is CPR. Exactly at this point, next day CPR also will form. There will not be any difference. This is called as unchanged value. If here in this case there is 2 points difference and this is lying below, so this is called as lower value relationship. 18th and 19th is called as lower value relationship. And one more thing is that 19 and 20, what is this called as? This is called as overlapping lower value relationship. Compared to the TC, this TC is lying below this TC, and so that is called as lower value relationship. But this TC is in between the TC and BC of the CPR range, so this is called as overlapping lower value relationship. Okay, here what has happened? Lower value relationship. Price opened below the CPR, closed below the CPR. So the expectation is that the bearish bias is accepted. So now what we have to do? We have to wait for an opportunity to come towards the CPR for a selling side. Okay, so it came. Finally, it came over here, and after that there are some reversal candles, but then still this entire candle actually engulfed the CPR. This much big gap, this entire candle engulfed the CPR. This clearly shows that the bias is changing. Maybe if someone has taken an entry over here, this is not a proper doji reversal setup. This is a wick reversal setup, but it is not on the bearish wick reversal setup. This is a bullish wick reversal setup. So it is better to avoid any trades at this zone. If still you have considered any trade at this zone, your stop loss would have got hit. So 26 point stop loss would have got hit. But again I'm telling, lower value relationship does not mean that it will be bearish the entire day. Higher value relationship does not mean that it will be bullish the entire day. And if you see over here, this is a overlapping lower value relationship. That means the bias is moderately bearish. Now what has happened? The candles has opened above the CPR, closed above the CPR, and now what it says? It says the bias is rejected. The moderately bearish bias is rejected. So what can be expected? Any pullback towards the CPR can be considered as a buying opportunity, but that did not happen. Now this is called as virgin CPR. Am I correct? This is called as virgin CPR. So what is expected? This CPR can act as a support zone or a resistance zone. If the price is below the CPR, then it can act as a resistance zone. If the price is above the CPR, then this can be expected as a support zone. Now what has happened? Did the price is this CPR zone is respected or not? You can see over here. If you see over here, the price, the CPR, virgin CPR zone is respected. The price came over here, started giving a halt, then tried to go down. Actually, we have to draw like this. Okay, this is the CPR zone. And if you see the price today the market is 10th of May. Still the price is roaming inside the virgin CPR zone. So virgin CPR can act as a resistance as well as support zone. I hope I have made your doubts clear. If you feel this content is very fresh to you guys, please like this video and share your feedback in the comment section, and also ask doubts like this like plotting the charts or like want to understand more, but I would also tell you that go and visit the Secret of Pivot Boss book reading videos so that you will be able to understand what has been discussed there. So this is what I have shared. If you feel the content is good, kindly give a like, share and subscribe. Please share this content to your friends and family so that if this topic they are not aware, they will come to know about the Virgin CPR concept and they can also make use of it. Clear? And if you also notice, today I have posted some shorts and I have told that the price has opened below the CPR but closed at the CPR. The expectation can be like it can remain range bound day, and the CPR is also wide compared to the previous day CPR, and the entire day the candles roamed inside the CPR. That shows that the range bound day is accepted. Clear? This content I have already posted. Please visit the shorts also, and please visit the Secret of Pivot Boss book reading content as well. And if this video crosses 75 plus views or 100 views, I would say 100 views because this is a new concept which I have taught to everyone. If this concept has crossed 100 views, the next video on the specific doubts whichever you are asking or any other topic which you want, I will be uploading that. Clear? Thanks for staying for more videos.